This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.
You know, there's a few people that have retired this year. I think that that's a must-win for him. If Wanderlei doesn't win that fight, I think, we might see him going away.
Well, it's bittersweet because, I always like watching Wanderlei fight. And that's the sweet thing. But the bitter thing is he's fighting my boy, Cung Lee, teammate, a.k.a. And I've been helping Cung train for this fight. And Cung is looking ready, you know what I'm saying? Them kicks come like Chun-Li, you know what I'm saying? His counterpart off of that damn Street Fighter 2. So I'm thinking that Cung Lee might, a.k.a. Chun-Li, might retire Wanderlei, you know what I'm saying, in this fight.
I would hate to see that, but, Wanderlei's been a legend in the game, and he's a warrior. He always comes to fight. Would love to see him fight some more, but hey, listen, when your time's up, your time's up. That's the unfortunate thing about this game is you can only do it for so long. It's not like golf or chess or poker or anything like that. You know what I mean? It's not like singing. You can be 60 and still be able to sing. But he's had a great career, and if it is his last fight, I wish him all the best. He's a great warrior. He's a great man. He's a great fighter. Good luck to him.
I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on in Wanderlei's head. Just depends on how the fight goes. He goes in and gets a sick knockout. Who knows? I'm not one to say. I don't know.
I think Wanderlei's he's had a lot of tough. His last fight's been all really, really tough. I was expecting maybe give him a better matchup, and then when I heard of Cung Lee, I'm like, how is that a good matchup? That's the worst matchup for Wanderlei. He's a better striker. But anything could happen. Wanderlei's still Wanderlei. If he hits you, you're going down. Cool thing about Wanderlei that is something exciting is going to happen. It's always a show. He might not be as sharp as he was back in the day at Pride. He's had a lot of wars, but it's still a show. He's still an exciting guy to watch, and I want to see that fight. But I think it's a tough matchup for him, to be honest. Cung Lee's an outstanding striker, and he's not easy to take down.
Well, Wanderlei versus Cung Lee ain't going the distance. Somebody's getting their head kicked off like a piñata or something like that. And I'm thinking that it's going to be Wanderlei, but, I'm just hoping it's a good fight. I'm hoping it's such a good fight that both the guys get fight of the night bonuses and big checks, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to see these fighters. I'm a big advocate of fighters getting paid good, and I want to see these fighters get paid as much as they can get.
No, I don't think that Cung Lee and Wanderlei will go the distance. I think Wanderlei's got the power to put him out if they, trade. But Cung Lee also has so much speed that, he might catch him with something. And I don't think it'll go the distance.
Ring rust, I don't think it played a factor in his loss to Lee. But I think that more than that, it's injuries and coming back. And, once you've been through his battles like Wanderlei's been through his whole career from 18 years old and up and all those hard training, because I've trained with Wanderlei, and he don't train easy. He goes 100 and 3,000%, you know what I'm saying? He goes hard, and I think eventually that catches up to you. So I don't think there's ring rust. I think there's just the fact that his body's getting beat up. He's a little older. That's all. Because a younger Wanderlei it would have been reversed. It would have been Wanderlei in 23 seconds, not Chris Lieben. Well, there's a difference between old and age old. For instance, I'm gonna use boxing as an analogy. You have Roy Jones and Antonio Tarver. Well, Antonio Tarver is still in the amateurs. You know what I'm saying? When Roy Jones is pro, Roy Jones has been through a lot. Tarver's coming up, and then Tarver beat him when they fought. But they're the same age, but Tarver was fresher in his body. I think that Wanderlei's career has been a lot longer, and he started a little bit younger. Where Randy, his career started a little later, and he had the science of being at the Olympic Training Center and training as a world-class athlete in a Greco-Roman wrestling background. I think that he was smart with how he trained.
Yes, I think him being away from the cage and not fighting for a while definitely had something, an effect in his losing the fight. Any fighter that, doesn't fight for a long time is going to have that ring rust, and I think Wanderlei showed that night.
When you haven't been active and you haven't been in the ring for a year and a half to 2 years, absolutely that's gonna play a factor in the game. By saying that, he's an experienced fighter. He's been around. He's fought the best of the best. Again, like I said, sometimes when your time's up, your time's up.
I don't believe that. I hear that all the time. I've seen so many guys come from injuries and not fight for 3-4 years, whatever, and can perform incredibly well. And I've seen this in other sports as well. I just don't believe that. I think that if you're off the mat and all of a sudden you jump in the ring, yeah, absolutely. then there's ring rust. But if you're in the gym training every day, I think that your muscle memory's still there, the reactions are still there, the reflexes are still there. You know, and once you have a guy like Wanderlei's probably has like what 30, 40 fights, whatever. I mean, you can't say to the guy, "Oh, you lost your experience." You tell me you've been doing something your whole life, and because you haven't fought in 1 year, you lose all that experience. No, that's BS. I don't buy that. I don't think that was the case. I think that he just got caught. It happens, you know. Chris Lieben hits hard, and when he fires, he wants to knock you out. He's not just firing. I'm not just going to touch you now. I'm going to knock you the hell out. So that's a tough fight.
This MMA 30 segment is powered by The Gun Store. Next time you're in Las Vegas, if you want to shoot a real machine gun, do it at The Gun Store at 2900 East Tropicana.